Okay, there's three ways to factorise quadratics. The first way, quadratics are in the form of, for example, x squared plus 5x plus 6. So, they're in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is the number in front of the x squared, b is the number in front of the x, and c is the last number. So c here is 6, b is 5, and a is 1 if there's no number there. Now, the first form of a quadratic is easy to factorise when a is equal to 1. All you need to do is find two numbers that multiply to give you c and add to give you b. So that's multiply to give you plus 6, but add to give you plus 5. So the easiest thing to do is write out the factors of plus 6. So it's 1 and 6, or minus 1 and minus 6, because when you multiply two negatives you get a positive. There's always two ways of writing them, or 2 and 3, or minus 2 and minus 3. So which line adds to give you plus 5? Well, it has to be the 2 and the 3. So the way you write your answer is you open your two brackets, the letter goes in the front of each bracket, and the plus 2 and the plus 3. Now if you're asked to solve that equal to naught, you simply put it equal to naught, you put each bracket equal to 0. So x plus 2 equals 0, or x plus 3 equals 0. And then the plus 2 comes across as minus, so that means x equal to minus 2, or, and the plus 3 comes across as minus, x equals minus 3. So quadratics have two solutions. So that's the first way when a is naught. Now, if you have something like this, where you've got x squared, let me see, minus 6x plus 8. So again, a is just 1, so we can do it the straightforward way. We want two numbers that multiply to give you plus 8. Remember, the sign before the number belongs to that number, so that plus belongs to the 8. And adds to give you minus 6. Okay, sign before it's minus 6. So the multiples of plus 8, numbers that multiply to give you plus 8, 1 and 8, minus 1 and minus 8. 2 and 4, minus 2 and minus 4. And which one adds to give you minus 6? Well, it has to be the minus 2 and minus 4. So open your brackets, x minus 2 and x minus 4. Okay? And sometimes you get where c is a negative number. So for example, if you have x squared plus 3x minus 10. So you want two numbers that multiply to give you minus 10 and add to give you plus 3. Now write out the multiples of minus 10. So minus 10, it's minus 1 and 10. The signs would be different if it multiplies to give you a negative, or 1 and minus 10. Minus 2 and 5, or 2 and minus 5. Okay, and that's the only multiples. Which one adds to give you plus 3? Well, it has to be minus 2 and 5. That adds to give you plus 3. So you have x minus 2, x plus 5. The other way is where you have a number in front of the a term. So for example, 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. To factorise it, we can't just multiply to give us c and add to give you b. You must multiply to give you ac. 2 times 2. So it multiplies to give you ac and adds to give you b. So that's looking to multiply to give you 4. 2 by 2 is 4, and add to give you plus 5. Okay, now we know the numbers that multiply to give you 4 and add to give you plus 5 is 1 and 4. Okay, so 1 times 4 is 4, 1 plus 4 is 5. We take these two numbers and we split this middle term, okay, into 1x and 4x. Don't forget the x. And then we just put in the start. 2x squared and the 2. So all we've done is taken the 5x and split it into plus 1x plus 4x. This allows us to do something really neat. We split down the middle and then we factorise both sides. So factorising this side, all we can take out is the x as the common term, 2x plus 1. And then this side we can take out a 2 as the common term, 2x plus 1. You'll know you're right because the brackets will be the same. So what's outside the brackets, which is the x and the plus 2, is one of your answers of factorisation, and what's inside the brackets, which is the same, is your other answer. Okay, and that's it factorised. Sometimes you'll have to solve it, put it equal to naught. So that means x plus 2 equals naught, or 2x plus 1 equals naught. And that means x equals minus 2, or 2x is equal to minus 1, x equals minus a half. Okay, and the last way is the difference of two squares. If you have something, a squared number, a squared letter minus and a squared number, it very, very simply is, letter goes in the front, a plus and a minus, and the square root of the number. Okay, so again, x squared minus 64 would be x and x plus and minus 8 and 8. And sometimes you can get like something like this, 4x squared minus 144. Well, the square root of both of them is 2x and 2x. Square root of 4 plus and minus 12 and 12. Okay?